Sunday, April 27th. Working out at Starbucks today. I've just, well, kind of built my 20th app of the year. So, if you're just joining, I've been building, or the goal was to build 26 MVPs. Um, Starting from January before June, I've finished app number 20. It's not technically finished. All my apps aren't really finished, but they kind of are. I just gotta polish them up. And this is MoFoods. MoFoods is an app that's already out. Don't download it. There's some bugs and things, and it's not really that good. But you've been seeing me post it. You've probably seen older videos of me posting it. But MoFoods is a app that lets you figure out what to eat with a push of a button, using AI, and you enter your preferences and you tell it what you want to eat, and then it'll recommend places for you. Now, I was trying to use the Google Places API because it had the new Places API uses Gemini. Probably seen this come up many times, and you can basically give it area summaries, place summaries, neighborhood summaries, and all this stuff, and it's really cool. And I was like, oh well, I could probably give this thing preferences, and then it can return back places to eat. And I went with Google Places API because I get all the places. The new places gives you like 200 million places, restaurants, amusement parks, whatever the case may be. And so, I integrated that in it and finally got it working. I'm not gonna lie to you, I vibe coded the hell out of this because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I eventually got it, and yeah, this used to work. Like if you want to download the app, that's on the App Store. You can, and you can see how it's working with the different views. But I'm gonna polish all this stuff up and actually get it working. But once you hit generate, it will give you places that you want to eat. Now it's kind of weird right now, and it crashes. So I gotta fix this. But the gist of it is it's done. Let me close this out. Let's see what's gonna open this. Right. And I have Revenue Cat opened, working, so you can subscribe. And I'm a little bummed out because I'm like, man, this app isn't really doesn't work as well like I thought it would. But the Google Places API with Gemini is in preview at Google, so like it's in testing, experimental, really. So unlimited pins. I thought this was kind of stupid because literally go on Google Maps and create collections or lists. However, adding this to my project is expensive. Google's APIs cost, and I need a way to, make money and cover the cost. And yeah, AI food recommendations. I'm trying to make sure it actually does what it's supposed to do, and it does. It just not as well. So I got to make sure I polish that up. The advanced search, so you can get summaries in here as well. You can get search summaries. So I think let's see if I go to documentation, review summaries, you can get reviews. So which was I was trying that, but I didn't even pay attention that this is a fictional example. So this isn't. I'm over here looking at it. I'm like, oh, is this really how it's gonna work? All right, bet. And I didn't see nobody using this, but it doesn't work that well. And I can't get it to work the way I want to. So let's see, text, nearby search. So yeah, you can do nearby search, things like that. And I was trying to get reviews. I don't know why it just wouldn't work. And even the demo they have doesn't work entirely. So I was kind of out of luck. So I'm still going to ship it. It's an MVP, really. All my ideas are MVP. So nothing's supposed to be perfect. What else? But some things are okay. Unlimited menu items. So this is what it was going to look like. So if you remember, so here's where you can add your favorite dish. And I have another design I made myself on Sketch. Again, way older video. I actually liked how that came out. But you can basically take pictures and add your favorite meals of a place you went to. There was groups. I removed the groups because I didn't get enough feedback and people weren't using it, and people were like, yeah, it's cool, but they weren't actually giving me any good feedback. So I was like, let me stick with the AI that was the pivot. Like, let me focus on the AI and actually get that working, because that was the whole point of it. I just started adding features because I was like, I need to justify like charging people when I'm charging. But I ultimately end up going with 199 for a week, 799 for a month, and just doing unlimited suggestions. Um, yeah, I gotta figure out how, because I just hit like my $10 budget yesterday when I was testing, but I was going pretty crazy trying to see if this thing would work. But yeah, you could create groups. The other idea was to add collections, so you can like create list or folders of your groups, and before you can like create shared groups or shared folders, and add things to your friends. Um, Groups also had, everybody can add a preference, and the AI would recommend places for you and your friends to eat based on everyone's preferences. So that was like another thing. But I was like, I need to wrap this up. Let me see if people even like an idea like this, and before I even add any stuff in there, because this app has been in the works for like a year now, and I shipped the idea, the first version, but I was like, I don't want to spend too much time on this. So 20 apps are done. Possibly a few more might sneak in, because I'm gonna just vibe code them or get them started, like using Lovable or whatnot. I'll let you decide if you want to count that I built it or I just prompted it. But I'm just gonna like tinker, and I got some hackathons up there, and I'm trying to come up with brand new ideas for those hackathons I'm doing, and seeing if I can like have additional apps to ship out. So calendar's looking kind of full. May is going to be pretty intense. I got a lot of my reminders. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but May is all about polishing the apps, the marketing plan. I have a video coming out about like I was going to make a commercial for MoFoods, so I got to figure out how that's going to go. Like making content, and then making sure they all get submitted to the App Store, so they can come out every Monday, every week, just like I did last year, where I built 11 apps, and I think I scheduled like 6 or 7 of them. Yeah, 7 of them to come out every week. So, they're all MVPs, they're all toys. They don't work, they're not perfect, but I'm getting all my ideas out. Done is better than never shipping, and I got to get off localhost. So we'll see what happens. That's my email. Yeah, that's all that stuff. I be clicking around. Like, I gotta be careful. Like, I don't want to like accidentally show my API key or something. I'm not doing that, am I? Yeah, I would have to restart. No, I think that's it. Yeah, MoFoods coming soon. Do not download the one on the App Store. If you do, there is an option to delete your account. I recommend you do that, because I will be removing some accounts up there. But this is solid. And lastly, I think the last thing I'll say is, if anyone out there is good with Framer, making App Store screenshots, like you're familiar with ASO, App Store App Search Optimization, which is like SEO, let me know. Need a little assistance. I can make App Store screenshots, and I have a bunch of tools that are useful in doing so. Like this, and it's real cool. Like, I can literally just take a screenshot, drop it in there, right? Download it, get a nice background going. Like, there's a bunch of tools out here. This is called Framus. But yeah, this will be polished up and have some nice design views going on for these. Alright, and it looks pretty good on dark mode. Not too bad. Not too bad. Trying to make it as close as to the design as possible. Yeah, I gotta add the Google attribution. So I'm only gonna spend like a week. The goal is to spend a day or 2 days on the app polishing it, and then submitting it for preview. It could go into June, but I got a hackathon in New York to go to. I'll be in San Francisco. If anybody from Build Space or anybody's out there, I'll be there Memorial Day weekend, and like till the 28th. Busy week, but probably my last update for a while. And I have a few videos that I'm gonna make and scheduled to be released in the summer. You probably heard me mention that these are like past tense videos, or like, and also I'm trying to post every day, and I figured I'm just gonna make content now and schedule it to be released at a later time, and kind of give like a behind the scenes type of content of what was going through my head while I was doing these 6 months of building. All right, 10-minute mark. Catch y'all.